Bhakti Vrinda ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinasha Radha Giri Govardhan ki jai, Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Bhakti Dham ki jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Jamuna Mai ki jai, Ganges Mai ki jai, Tulasi Devi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. Glory to Shishiguru Shri Gauranga. Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupa Sadhutam Parijana Saritam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalitam Sri Sakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Govapisa Gopika Kanti Radha Kantana Namaste Taptakantana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Krishavana Sriti Namami Hari Priya Vanka Karikataru Desa Kripa Sindhu Vaisa Pajitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Amacharya Srila Haridasa Guru ki Srila Prabhupada ki Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antyalila, chapter 3. The glories of Haridas Thakur. 6 to 7. 7. Which verse is it? 147. So 146. Yes, 146. Because we finished, we stopped at 145. So now 146. Sahaje Avaishnava Ramachandra Kanna Haridasira Aparadi Hoila Asura Samana Sahaje Avaishnava Ramachandra Kanna Haridesara Aparade Hoila Asura Samana Sahaje Avaishnava Ramachandra Kanna Haridesara Aparade Hoila Asura Samana Sahaje Avaishnava Ramachandra Kanna Harida Sira Aparade Hoila Ashura Samana Naturally. A Vaishnava, non-devotee. Ramachandra Khan. Ramachandra Khan. Haridasera at the lotus feet of Haridas. Aparade by offenses. Hoila was Ashura Samana, exactly like a demon. Translation by Sri Prabhupada. Ramachandra Khan was naturally a non-devotee. Now, having offended the lotus feet of Haridas Thakura, he became just like a demoniac atheist. Because of blaspheming the cult of Vaishnavism and insulting the devotees for a long time, he now received the result of his offensive activities. Purport. Ramachandra Khan was a great offender at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas and Vishnu, just as Ravana, although born of a Brahmana father, Vishwa Shrava, was nevertheless called an Asura or Rakshasa because of his offenses against Lord Ramachandra, Vishnu, and Hanuman, the Vaishnava. So Ramachandra Khan also became such an Asura because of his offenses against Haridas Thakura and many others. I think from here, in talking about Haridas again, he's talking the result of the offenses of Ramachandra Khan. So we continue, or we should talk about Haridas? Should we continue with this, or should we talk about Haridas? Haridas. Okay. Okay. The result of offending Vaishnava is very, very grave, very dangerous. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said the best way for anyone to go to hell is to blaspheme Vaishnavas. That's the best way. Means one cannot escape going to hell. It is sure. That is how dangerous it is. And Haridas being the Namacharya, offending him is very, very dangerous. But Haridas himself does not take offense from anyone. This is his position. So in Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Haridas, I came because of you. I came untimely. Maybe Chaitanya who came before his time due to Haridas Thakura's devotional service. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, your birth is better than mine. Chaitanya who appeared in Brahmana family, Haridas did not appear in Brahmana family. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Haridas Thakura's birth is superior to his son. Well, Haridas is very, very, very humble, and he's speaking. to remember me very bad. And anyone who touches me must go and take a bath in Ganga to purify himself. But the time I saw him differently. I came because of you. I hastened to come down because of you. So Haridas Thakur attracted the attention of many devotees, including if one becomes a devotee, you should expect that. Not everybody will glorify. Some people will appreciate, but majority of people, because they're non-devotees. Haridas Thakur faced all these difficulties. But his Krishna consciousness was not affected. At any stage, his Krishna consciousness was fixed. So we can learn from Haridas the glories of a devotee. So in another place, Haridas Thakur, we have heard many times how he was arrested by Hussein Shah and the Chandkazi in Nawab. He was arrested. Haridas, you are a glorious Muslim. Why did you take to the Hindu cult, which is inferior to Islam? Why should we accept this position when you are fortunate to be a Muslim? Don't you see Muslims are ruling? The Hindus are beggars under us. Give up this and take to Islam. Haridas Thakur said, it's not possible for me. If you cut my body into pieces, I won't give up Krishna consciousness. Instead, the pieces of my body will be chanting Hare Krishna. That is my situation. So it's not possible for me to give up Krishna consciousness. So the Qazi and the Nawab decided, this man is useless. Better to kill him. Don't just kill him peacefully. Kill him in the public so people should know how it is very bad to be a Hindu. Kill him in the public. So Haridas was taken to public places. And they were beating Haridas. As they were beating Haridas would look at them and laugh. You still have strength to beat me? Is it true or not? Is it true Haridas was like that? Is it true? With beating Haridas severely, he was laughing. He was smiling. just to save his tormentors. It is just to protect his own tormentors. People who want to kill him, Haridasa showed them mercy. And then they brought him to the Kazi. He's dead now. So we should bury him. Then the Kazi said, no, that would be too much of a honor to bury him. Threw him to Ganga. So Haridasa was thrown in Ganga. As he was there floating in the Ganga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there. So he saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has severe wounds on his back. So Haridasa, he came back to external consciousness. When he came out, now he saw he was in the water. So he swam out. Haridasa came directly to the Nawa. He came directly to come and meet them. When they saw Haridasa, they were shocked. Then they begged Haridasa, please forgive us. Now we understood that you are actually pure devotee of Krishna. That what we are practicing, your Krishna consciousness is real. No one can survive this, but you survived it and did not die, and you are alive. And not that you are alive, you came back to come and deliver us. This is your glory. Haridasa forgave them. He didn't feel bad about it. He forgave them. When he was arrested and put in the jail, Haridasa blessed all the people. My dear friends, please just remain as you are. The people were not happy. Should remain in a jail. This is not a blessing. If you are sad, you should bless us to have material facilities. You are blessing us to remain in jail. This is not a blessing. Haridasa could have said, no, you don't understand me. I'm not saying you should remain in. I'm saying that when you finish your jail term, you go back to your house. Please don't give up your Krishna consciousness. I have planted Krishna consciousness already in your heart. Continue to grow with it. Wherever you are, try to remain in a situation that you remember Krishna always. Then they became very happy. Okay, now we understand. So after this, Haridasa went to the devotees. When devotees saw Haridasa, they were very happy. And at the same time, they were very angry with the Kazi. Haridasa told them, do not be angry with them. Because when they were blaspheming Krishna, I did not say anything. As a result of that, I was punished. It is not their fault. It is my fault. It is scriptural that anyone who blasphemes devotee of Krishna should cut off the tongue and cut off our own tongue. I didn't do that. I should kill them and kill myself. I didn't do that. I should run away. I didn't run away. Therefore, I'm guilty. What had happened to me, I merit it. So none of you should be angry. The devotees were very happy to hear Haridasa speaking. They were happy. Only a pure devotee can feel like this. A non-devotee can never understand this. The enemy should be dealt with. But Haridas has no enemy. Haridas only has the eye to see and constantly try to give everyone he comes in contact with Krishna. This is Haridas' mood. He is very, very conscious of everything with Krishna consciousness. So his duty is to give Krishna consciousness to whomever he meets. And Haridas Thakura and Lord Nityananda Prabhu were the first Sankirtan devotees. They started Sankirtan. Chaitanya ordered him to preach, person to person, house to house, street to street, country to country. Now, Srila Prabhupada expanded that. No more country, no more village. Now it is every country, every city, every town, every island, every jungle. To preach Krishna consciousness. Our Krishna consciousness by Srila Prabhupada mercy has expanded more than every town and village. Every island. Now we have so many islands. The Krishna consciousness is going. We have jungles preaching activities going on right here in India. So Prabhupada has expanded that. But Haridas was his first Sankirtan devotee. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent on Sankirtan. Go and preach. So Haridas maintained that whomever he meets, he will share Krishna consciousness with him. So in this way, Haridas Thakura showed what is pure love of God, what is Krishna consciousness. He was fully immersed in the nectar of the holy name. Haridas knows nothing but the holy name. So after this, Haridas left the devotees and continued with his travel. And he came to a village. In this village, a kirtan was going on. Haridas danced in ecstasy and fell unconscious. As Haridas did this in full Krishna consciousness, another pretend that he was there, and he saw Haridas. He said, this is a Sudra. I'm a Brahmana. And he started to imitate Haridas. He was rolling on the ground and crying and pretending to be in ecstasy. So the snake charmer who was having the kirtan started beating this man. He beat him severely. The people said, but when Haridas, you did nothing. Why are you beating a Brahmana? This is an aparad. The snake charmer said, Haridas Thakura is a pure devotee. He was not pretending. But this so-called Brahmana is a cheater. He does not have the qualification to exhibit what he has. But Haridas was natural. It was natural. That is what he has. So there is a difference from being real and being a pretender. Any sincere person can see. The snake charmer is not a devotee. But he knows that Haridas Thakura is a pure devotee. And this Brahmana is not a devotee. He was simply imitating. So he exposed the false Brahmana and chastised him. He drove him away. And Haridas was glorified. After this, Haridas went to sit in a cave to do his japa. In this cave, there's a very dangerous snake that was there. This snake is so dangerous that the vapor that was coming from the snake, and see it Like when you are seeing a refinery. You see the refinery? The fire. The snake was exactly emanating such flame from the poison. And Narada was living in the same cave with the snake. People came there to visit Haridas. They couldn't concentrate in discussing with Haridas because they were afraid of the snake. So while they were afraid and telling Haridas, please, we beg you, can you leave this place? We will have a different place for you. Leave this place. See the snake. This is too much. See, this is too much. Haridas did not see the snake. Haridas saw only the spirit soul. So he was peacefully chanting Hare Krishna. He was not pretending. He was peacefully chanting, and the snake was getting the association of Haridas. But because the devotees who came to see Haridas were afraid, while they were discussing and asking Haridas to leave, the snake thought, why should I disturb Vaishnava? Instead of Haridas to leave, let me leave here. The snake crawled out of the cave. This is Haridas Thakur, the most exalted devotee. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made him Namacharya. This afternoon we're discussing, and remember the Haridas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Haridas. My dear Haridas, I have anxiety. Haridas Thakur, my Lord, how can be anxiety? You are the supreme person of God. By your will, everything will function automatically. There's no anxiety for you. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I have anxiety. I came to deliver everyone. I want to deliver the whole world. I have done that with human beings. What about the trees and the plants? How will I deliver them? Haridas Thakur said, my Lord, you have already done that by your loud chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. The trees responded by your chanting. So you have delivered everyone. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, this is the duty of a disciple. Disciple's duty is to relieve the spiritual master from anxiety. A disciple should not add to the anxiety. A disciple should relieve the spiritual master from anxiety. That is the relationship of guru and disciple. To relieve the guru from anxiety. What is anxiety of a spiritual master? To reclaim the conditioned souls. Want to deliver conditioned souls by teaching Krishna consciousness, giving the holy name of Lord Krishna to everyone. This is anxiety of a spiritual master. And the disciple's duty is to support the spiritual master in this. Don't answer phone call here. you want to answer call, you can go outside. And that is more important than Haridas Sakura. The duty of the disciple is to support the spiritual master in his service. That brings the disciple and the spiritual master in deep connection. The Prabhupada told the disciple, you are chanting Hare Krishna in America, I'm chanting Hare Krishna in Vrindavan, India. What is this? What is the question of separation? We are connected. Not a phone call. That is distraction. Disciple must be connected. Connection means what? That's true. If we are connected, what is happening when Krishna will flow through? This is connection. We cannot be connected if we don't fall into the mood of the spiritual master. If you don't function within what is Krishna consciousness, we are thinking about how to expand Krishna consciousness. When we constantly think how to expand Krishna consciousness, this is spiritual anxiety, and this connects us with Krishna. That is anxiety of a bona fide disciple. How can I support my spiritual master in his service? Otherwise, what is the use of coming together? We come together because the Guru has a mission. What is that? To expand Krishna consciousness, to make Krishna consciousness available for everybody. Supporting that is a connection. That's our duty. So Haridas Thakur, he relieved spiritual master Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from his anxiety in preaching. So Prabhupada was very happy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy for Haridas Thakur. He's a disciple. Had I said, my dear Lord, you chanted the holy name. You, when you are traveling, you chanted. The trees, they responded. Therefore, all have been delivered. You have done it. This is Haridas. He delivered not only the prostitute, he came to him. After this, Durga herself came to Haridas. Durga doesn't go to people, she sent her associates. For Haridas, Durga herself came to Haridas. When Durga appeared, the whole environment was tinged with her color. Everything became golden because that was her color. It was golden. That means what? She charmed the whole environment. It was saturated with the desire to gratify. She changed the whole environment. That is her potency. But what did Haridas do? The same way Haridas said, I have a vow to remain with the holy name. So just sit down and hear the name. She also had the name for days, and the last day Durga confessed. My dear Haridas, you cheated me. Yes, Haridas did. You cheated me. I stayed with you for days. I couldn't do you anything. I, Durga, anywhere appeared, even before sages, before I open my eyes and close it, all the sages are offering obeisances to me. But you, Haridas, I couldn't do you anything. Why? You have Krishna in your heart. Therefore, I have no power. Haridas he's keeping Krishna in his heart. Haridas does not keep envy in the heart. Haridas does not keep anyone in the heart. He keeps only Krishna in the heart. This is Haridas Thakur's position. He's not just given a post. He is qualified to be the Namacharya. He has the power to deliver the holy name to anybody. So Durga Devi said, I have been asking my husband to give me the name. He didn't give me. Today, I beg to be a disciple. Haridas Thakur initiated Durga into chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. That is the quality of Haridas Thakur's chanting. His chanting can deliver the whole world, can deliver Durga. That is the potency of his chanting. According to different personality, according to the level of our advancement, our chanting has different levels of potency. Haridas Thakur's japa is that Maya will become a disciple of Haridas. And anyone who comes in contact with Haridas will also become affected by the holy name. When Advaita Acharya left his Navadvipa and went to Santipu, Haridas Thakur traveled with him. He went with him. And when Advaita Acharya started speaking Yoga Vasistha philosophy, Haridas Thakur, he was hearing, he was in the class, he was laughing. Haridas was laughing. Why was he laughing? Haridas knows that this is not Advaita Acharya. He has an intention. Haridas understood a devotee must know a devotee. So Haridas knows Advaita Acharya is a devotee. Therefore, whatever he's doing, it is with a purpose. So he was simply laughing. Advaita was preaching. I have studied all the Vedas. I have studied all the Vedas, and the conclusion is that he was speaking on that sand. Gyan is the eye. Bhakti is a mirror. If you have no eye, what is the value of a mirror? A mirror does not exist for a blind person. So this is the philosophy Advaita Acharya was speaking. Gyan is superior to Bhakti. This is the conclusion of my study. Haridas laughed. He knows Advaita was pretending. He knows that Advaita's mind. This is bona fide devotee. So he knows. So he didn't blaspheme Advaita Acharya. He didn't. Neither did he leave the place, because he's not affected by anything. Nothing can affect him. He's already fixed in the holy name. He has a fixed connection with the holy name. So they are not separate. So nothing can affect Haridas. Advaita was not affected by what he's preaching because he was doing it purposely. And Haridas Thakur was not affected because he knows what Advaita is doing. He wants to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's his intention. He wants to expose Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Haridas was there. He didn't run away. He participated. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, your birth is superior to my birth. Because you, Haridas, you know nothing but the holy name. But I speculated, I was speaking different philosophy, I was insulting the Vaishnavas, I was challenging them. But you never did all this nonsense like I did. You were fixed in the holy name, so you are superior to me. Sri Chaitanya was not pretending, he was simply glorifying his devotee. But Haridas did not feel that, oh, okay, yeah, I'm superior to the Lord, I'm superior. He knows the Lord is glorifying him. Because that is the nature of the Lord. The devotee want to glorify the Lord, the Lord also always wants to glorify the devotees. This is the competition. See, if one becomes a devotee, you miss nothing. Only sinful activities you will miss. So in all circumstances, we should remain a devotee. Because we will always gain. So it's good to hear about Haridas Sakura. Alright? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comments? Questions? Alright? Many hands. Today we have time. In the morning I didn't have time. Now I give you time. So to compensate you in the morning. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
You were telling about that Haridas Thakur is unaffected because he is having Krishna in his heart.
Yes.
But in our situation, we are having anarthas in our heart.
Yes.
So how to make a replacement to all anarthas? Krishna, although we try, but whenever any circumstances come, we succumb to anarthas, our past condition, bad condition. We forward completely Krishna. So how to overcome it?
Continue to hear about Haridas. Hear about Haridas Sakura daily. So hear about pure devotees. If you remember a pure devotee, you will develop all the qualities of those devotees. So when you wake up in the morning, you should not remember anything. Offer obeisances to the 6 Goswamis. Offer obeisances to Haridas Thakur. Offer obeisances to Special Master, to Prabhupada, and all acharyas. Offer obeisances to all of them. Glorify them. Remember their wonderful qualities. Practice this every day. You develop all the qualities of the pure devotees. And our narrative will be destroyed. Any person, any pure devotee you think of, you develop his qualities. So let us practice remembering his pure devotees. Always. We should do that. The moment we wake up from bed, we should start thinking about offering obeisances to a spiritual master, to all of them. Remember them. And Jagadananda Pandit, he said, you cannot completely chant Hare Krishna mantra and attain perfection in chanting without the blessing of Haridas Thakur. How will you get his blessing? You remember him. He's Nama Acharya. So you remember Haridas. You think of Haridas. Offer respect to him. Beg him to help us with strength to chant the holy name. This is what it means by taking shelter. We should always think about pure devotees. Always. Do them service. Do some service. That is falling in their footsteps. Always remember their wonderful qualities. Why do we hear this? It's just to get us purified. If we continue to hear this regularly, you get purified. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for such wonderful classes. My question is from morning class. So, Maharaj, in morning you were telling that we should very scrutinizingly study Prabhupada books, and while studying we should question why this is written here, why this word is very specifically used here. So when we are like studying this way, so something comes, okay, this is written because this may be the cause. This is the like some analysis comes in our mind. So how to ascertain that this is the correct analysis which we are getting? Because every time there are many things which we study, and not every time devotees are present to give us the clear understanding. They are not present.
Chitan Bhagwat, Sri Mahaprabhu was speaking to Advaita Acharya. Do you remember some time ago when you were reading Bhagavad Gita and there's a verse which you did not understand and you were fasting to death and I came to meet you and answer it for you? I said, yeah. Yes. Chitambo came to answer it. So even if nobody is there physically, the Lord will do it for you. If you study very nicely, you have any challenge, any difficult, anything which is, you think about seriously, the answer will come. You get it. Krishna will make arrangement how you get it. Yes.
Maharaj, you were explaining day before yesterday about determination. So that Ekadasi was also there. So actually many times in our life we take some vow to do certain thing and we determine also for some time. But after that we lose that determination and again we fall into the lower stage. So how to get that determination so that we can go on like in the spiritual life and like very easy.
To have determination that will take us to a higher level. We cannot be successful on our own. We cannot make it on our own. Christian consciousness. We need association of those who are higher than us. We need association. It's very, very good to see one who is ahead of us. He has a for us. We feel encouraged in anything we want to do. Especially when we see someone doing the same thing which we are doing. You feel very encouraged. So you see business people, they will move with business people. Lawyers will move with lawyers. So devotees will move with devotees. And the higher class devotees, their presence in the association will help us to move forward. See what happened to Nazamoni. Nazamoni got the empowerment, the determination from the association he had with Bhakti Vedantas. That spark, the Bhakti, was there in his heart. So if you are doing something and you don't see a person to look up to, it's difficult. So we are doing something with people on the same level we was there. We don't see someone up that we are looking up to. Is difficult. Domination will be difficult to maintain. But when you see someone there, very easy. We can always get encouragement. because somebody is there to support us. So good association is very important to maintain determination to be successful in Krishna consciousness. Yes, sir. Another question here.
Yesterday's class, so yesterday when we were telling that when Maharaj dream, Lord came and he told that we don't came to Vrindavan, we stay in Gopinath. So you are telling that we should not be attached to our success. We should act according to the Lord plan. So my question is that like generally when we get something in our life and Lord makes arrangement through spiritual master or through his representatives, but we don't feel that the Lord when we can succumb to our own ideas, our own justification. Mind is so many excuses, but we completely forget Lord that Lord is asking us to go in certain way through his spiritual master or representatives. So how we can see anything coming through spiritual master or through representatives that it is the plan of the Lord in my life and I have to go with that only.
Krishna consciousness means you should be attentive. You should be attentive. Attentive to whom am I doing what I'm doing for? Who? Who is the person I'm doing? I'm not just acting. We shouldn't just act. We shouldn't just function. We should have a goal. What is the goal? It's Krishna. That is our goal. So if we don't understand this, then we have this problem. Everything will be based on what the mind detects. But when we know the goal, that we are here for Krishna and everything is for Krishna. Therefore, it is for Krishna. This will make it very easy for us. Will not be interfering with Krishna's plan for us to make advancement. Many of us are interfering with Krishna's plan. How do we do that? When we get challenges, we react negatively. That means we are disturbing Krishna's plan for our own advancement. Because we don't think that what is happening to me, Krishna knows. Is it not? What is happening to me, Krishna doesn't know. So I know better, so I have to defend myself. By doing this, we are minimizing Krishna. Then our advancement will be slow or checked. So for us to be progressive, we should understand whom are we here for. Krishna and the spiritual master. Therefore, they know what is happening with me. And for me to make advancement, I should follow what they decide for me, not what I think is good for me. Because what we think is good for us is not good for us. It's not coming from the soul, it comes from the mind. That's why we always make mistake. When we follow the dictation of our superior, the spiritual master, Krishna, the super soul, we will not make mistake. So let us try to learn this verse in Bhagavad Gita. All of us should try to memorize this verse. And even if you memorize this verse, please don't memorize it theoretically. Memorize it significantly. This is a verse, but somehow we say that Advaita Chara understand the meaning. And then he has to come and teach Advaita Chara this verse. He said Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13. Oh yes, chapter 13. Sarvata Pani Padam Tat. You know the verse? Sarvata Pani Padam. Everywhere my hand is on my feet. Very important verse. Everybody, we should learn this verse. Salvatore Poni Podamta, Salvatore action everywhere on my face, everywhere my eyes. Salvatore Sutima Loke, everywhere my ears. Sarabum Abritya Tistati. In this way the super soul exists, preventing everything. It's on the screen? Alright. We should learn the verse. Anyone who knows this verse, our devotional will become very easy, because we'll be able to see Krishna in everything that happens to us. Everything. Right? So if you know this verse, you realize that Krishna knows everything about us. And no one can say that what I'm doing, nobody knows. That's ignorance. This verse, no one can say that I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, so perfect that what I'm doing nobody knows. I say lie. Krishna knows. Right? So if you know this, we'll be very careful. Or there is someone there who is seeing, even if you are in the hole or inside the water, anywhere we may be, you can knock your door. That is, what is that? Kamsa did that to Krishna. Kamsa did. When Krishna was invited to the Mathura, when he came there, Krishna killed all his wrestlers, his soldiers, whom he was depending upon. Krishna killed all of them. Who remained? Kamsa himself. So Krishna came after him. Kamsa ran, entered his door, locked the door, supported what he would, and look around. Yes, I'm saved now. The next moment, hey, Krishna! Krishna appeared. So where can we run to? Where can we hide? Where? Krishna is here inside. Krishna is outside. Where will we go to Krishna? So Krishna knows everything any one of us is doing. Many people knows about it. So there's nothing like secret. We can have confidentiality, but not secret. Krishna knows everything. Everybody. So when we know that Krishna knows everything, we'll be very careful. We will practice our Krishna consciousness diligently. So if we don't know this, then we'll be interfering with Krishna's plans to help us. Make sense? All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Maharaj. I just wanted to ask, like it is objection, but not from the classes. But I think then something about like how disciples are teaching simple, like they should not be too patient before the authorities or superiors who can speak so much.
It's good question. If one goes to a doctor, who goes to a doctor? A patient, one who is sick. So you are telling doctor, I have stomach pain, but I'm telling doctor, my head. Doctor, my head. So a doctor will give you medicine for what? For the head, not for the stomach. So who suffers? The doctor? The So it is better for us to tell the spiritual master the truth. Our relationship with the spiritual master is to be transparent. Even in the material world, criminals would deny having stolen anything. They will tell the did. Why? Why is that? The lawyer is the one who is going to defend him in the court. Therefore, he would tell the lawyer the truth. For others, no, I don't know what I talk about. No, not me. I don't know. See, I don't. So if you don't tell the spiritual master the truth, we are cheating ourselves. Not the spiritual master. He is called the spiritual master. Right? The master. So we as servants, our duty is to be loyal to him. We should be loyal to him. Loyal to him means whatever he tells us to do, because he knows it is good for us. Chakravarti Chakra said there are two types of disciples: Bhakta and Sakapata Bhakta. Sakapata Bhakta is a cheater, and the spiritual master will cheat him or her. You get big positions, you get fame, you get material facilities, no bhakti. So many devotees are like that, satisfied with positions without bhakti, because they don't know the goal of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, they are satisfied with the external things. Big position, yeah, I've got it. Big fame, yeah, very famous. It doesn't mean that you are also famous in Krishna, Loka. And what is that? Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami told us, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to tell us who is a famous person in the world. Who is that? A devotee. By Madhavendra Puri. He will run away from fame in Remura. He went to Jagannath. Fame was really waiting for him there. Meanwhile, karmis are looking for fame. They never get it. But devotees got it easily. So, we should tell the spiritual master the truth, because he is the one who is going to defend us before Yamaraj. So we tell him the truth. In this capital, Bhakta may not get fame, may not get position, may get, may not. But it is sure that we'll get prem, because he is connected with the spiritual master. He is loyal to the spiritual master. He merged into the mood of the spiritual master. He's following the spiritual master in total. Therefore, the spiritual master will bless him with all success. So we cannot cheat the spiritual master, we can cheat ourselves. All right?
Hare Krishna Gurudev, thank you very much for the wonderful class. The question is, we see in the Srila Prabhupada times, the Srila Prabhupada was there in America, he went, and the disciples he had, we say they were hippies, not knowing what Krishna anything. But they made very high, tremendous advancement very quickly, and many of them became pure devotee. But here we have our spiritual master, we are getting all kind of facilities, wonderful service, everything, temple. But still we are not able to make that miracle happen in our life. How can we also follow the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada disciples, and we can also do something good for our Guru?
There is something special with the proper disciples. They but when they decide we are going to do this for Prabhupada, everybody will contribute. But they will keep the differences aside. And the only consideration is Prabhupada. Therefore, to get the blessing from Prabhupada. Their advancement was very fast. They were very, very loyal to Prabhupada. Immediately they will do. Prabhu, is physically, materially speaking, Brahmananda Prabhu was 2 times the size of Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, stop this nonsense. Yes. Was loyal. He asked him to do. Only one sentence Prabhupada gave to him, he surrendered his life completely. No second choice. He told us, I was in Vrindavan, he was one of those devotees that Prabhupada sent to Africa. They went to East Africa, then they went to West Africa. That's how they made us devotees. He was telling us, in Bhagavad Gita class he was giving, he was searching books, searching places to look for what is my identity, who am I? For this he read so many books and went everywhere. And then he came to Prabhupada. As soon as he met Prabhupada, who am I? Prabhupada said, you are a spiritual part and parcel of Krishna. That is your identity. He surrendered his life. He never went back to his house. But we still have, should I do, should I not do, what about this, what about that, what will happen? Crookedness, duplicity, so-called independence, not being serious about what is happening. Because we are still thinking, yeah, I'm still young, I'm this, I'm that, I still have long life, I can do what I want. This problem. When the spiritual master tells us to do this, we will change it, we give interpretations, we do it when we like. Huh? How will you make advancement? And Prabhupada told later on Sunday in America, post office doesn't work in America on Sundays. And Prabhupada asked his disciple, go and post my letter on a Sunday. And he went and posted the letter on Sunday. They follow Prabhupada. The Prabhupada is their focus. They don't play with anything that has to do with Prabhupada. They followed him. He gave them instruction, they follow. They succeeded. So that is the secret. If we want to succeed, then we should follow in their footsteps. They didn't consider their comfort. That time, they don't have big temple, we have big temple. There were no Mahaprasadam, Rajbhog, Krishna. They don't have it. Only prasadam in the morning and prasadam in the evening, 2 times meal. Now in the temple, he will eat how many times? So how will you make advancement? See, this is a practical thing. Something we are seeing with our eyes, not just something that happened in the Satya Yuga. This happened here a few years ago, right here. We can see it. This is Krishna consciousness. It's so easy to see. But crookedness is making it very difficult. We are too crooked. Not simple. We should be simple. In the beginning, we sleep on the floor. I used one dirty for 6 months. When I joined this movement, one dirty, 6 months before I got second dirty.